the act of God from governor from of the state general
Olu grounds, transmitting power to his deputy, Mr. Lucky Ayedatiwa. Governor Akeredolu returned to the country in the first week of September from his medical vacation in Germany and has since been staying in his residence in Ibadan, Oyo State, from where he administers power. Sat restate its full course, adding that all constitutional duties expected of the office of the governor are being carried out.
Mr. Governor gave approval for recruitment at the Ondo State Internal Revenue Service. 150 fresh graduates will be injected into the service. Aside that, Mr. Governor approved the construction of ultra-modern tax stations in Ondo and Ikare, respectively. The work is ongoing at this site. Mr. Governor also approved construction of a revenue court in Akure. The work is progressing also. This administration is constructing the first of its kind flyover in Akure, the state capital. This is the first time a government will deem it fit to construct flyover in the state capital. It is unprecedented. What we are seeing today is the kick and pains of defeated expectations, and we have hustlers and merchants everywhere, at every corner, who are probably sympathetic or supporting a particular cause because of their fat pulse. So it is personal interest. The people of those states are well served.
Mr. Wahab Bankole is OSRC Government House correspondent. He had no. Meet assistant to Governor Akeredolu on special duties and strategy, Doyin Odeboale, posited that there are no hitches in the running of government in the state.
When you say that there's no governance in the state, how? The courts are locked? That's a separate arm of government, or the House of Assembly cannot function, or that the people appointed as commissioners, SC and SSAs are not in the offices, or that they don't get paid, or they don't receive their running grants. You say there's no governance in Ondo State. I work Monday to Sunday. I'm in Akure. I've been speaking with people. I've been moving around. My men are out. You must have seen them on your way from to this place. So I don't really see any justification for this.
While advising the public not to listen to voices of distraction trying to cause unrest in the state, they assured that in no distant time, the governor will return to the state in the full glare of the public. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Members of staff of Ondo State House of Assembly under the umbrella of Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria, PASAN, have joined their counterparts nationwide for an indefinite strike over the non-implementation of legislative financial autonomy. The move is sequel to failure of the executive arm of government to address their demands after 21 days ultimatum. House of Assembly correspondent Omoshila Adeseyajayi now reports.
The entrance of Ondo State House of Assembly is under lock and key as a result of the nationwide strike of Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria, PASAN, over failure to implement legislative financial autonomy by concerned authorities. Solidarity forever for the Members of the association who were resolute in their demands staged a peaceful protest at the assembly exit, carrying placards with various inscriptions, chanting solidarity songs. Chairman of PASAN in Ondo State, Mrs. Omolola Olufemi, said the move is in compliance with national directive following the failure of government to address the demand for financial autonomy and welfare package for legislative staff. Mrs. Olufemi, who noted that financial autonomy is crucial to the growth of the legislature, said the association had given government enough time to implement the financial autonomy following the suspension of the strike 2 years ago.
We did not hear from them, so that is why we resume back to the suspended strike. So our agitation now and everything we are doing it for the hearing of Mr. Governor of Ondo State, as well as the president of this nation.
Also, the PASAN National Heirs Official, Mr. Olumide Takpere, said that parliaments should assert their role as a separate arm of government and be independent of the executive in the way they organize themselves.
Let them have their own financial autonomy. In fact, that is what the Constitution stipulates. The Constitution stipulates three arms of government, and they all should, enjoy the benefits, as it were. So, if the executive so desired, so let the legislature to be on their own. Well, I think that is when we begin to enjoy the real dividend of democracy.
Muhammadu Buhari had in May 2020 signed an executive order granting financial autonomy to the legislature across the 36 states of the country. Omoshiliola Adesoyajayi, Osrc News.
The Ondo State government has commended teachers in the state, particularly school administrators, who won various categories of national award in Abuja during the recently held World Teachers' Day celebration. The State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Olufemi Agagu, while receiving the national award recipients of the 2023 World Teachers' Day in Akure, described them as the prides of the state and honor to the teaching profession. Our correspondent, Kunle Ario, reports.
3 school principals from Ondo State won various categories of award and were honored with gifts and laurels at an event held in Abuja to mark this year's World Teachers' Day. The State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Femi Agagu, while receiving the awardees in Akure, congratulated them for making the state proud, saying their commitment to service did not go unnoticed. He said Ondo State government has made concerted efforts towards achieving aggressive reforms in the education sector through continuous renovation, rehabilitation, and reconstruction of infrastructural facilities in schools, as well as providing favorable atmosphere for private schools to thrive.
We have been working hard and God has been blessing our efforts. And we must give glory to Him. So, on behalf of the entire ministry, let me congratulate all the award winners today, the principals, and our very wonderful children, and has done us very proud. Thank God for your lives. It's one thing to work hard, it's another thing for God to bless your effort. I will give Him all the praise. What we are doing here today is something that is worth celebrating.
Mr. Agagu assured stakeholders in the education sector in the state that government would continue to provide the enabling environment for them to thrive, in line with its policies and programs to enable them give the best to their students. Instead, the names of national award recipients in the education sector in the state were being compiled and would be presented to the state governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu for more recognition and honor.
I want to admonish us. When we do things like this, let's celebrate it, let everybody get to know about it. And it will encourage those that have achieved it to do more. And even those who have not been able to win any award today, I'm sure they will be looking forward to winning the next time.
At the 2023 World Teachers' Day held in Abuja, Imade College Owo won the Best Public Secondary School of the Year award in Nigeria and was presented with a new 15-seater bus. The principal, Oyemekun Grammar School, Akure, Mr. Ogunleye Okeowo, won the Best Public School Administrator of the Year award, while the principal, Igoba High School, Akure, Dr. Bayo Toyin, won the Best Multina Teacher of the Year award. The Ministry of Education, Science and Technology also formally honored the principal of St. Michael Catholic Secondary School, Akure, Mr. Olujide Adeniyi, who was kitted in the school uniform while receiving the new entrants during a walk-in ceremony. The awardees attributed their successes to the commitment of the present administration through infrastructural development, favorable educational policies, and effective monitoring and supervision by the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology.
We are proud of you. And on behalf of all the awardees, we want to thank you immensely.
When my name was mentioned, I was unable to hide my joy. So I feel fulfilled.
It's a lesson for the students. If they try to emulate me, they try to see me as their model, definitely they will get to the top of their ladder.
Meanwhile, the commissioner also.
Under State Radio Vision Corporation Television, Orange 94.5 FM and Sunshine 96.5 FM Alalari have reinstated commitment to further collaborate relevant agencies towards promoting culture and traditions of the country. Chairman of the media group Kunle Adebayo gave the assurance while playing host to National Institute for Culture Orientation NICO at the organization's headquarters in Akure. Omarala Ubenji has details.
Cultural heritage is a collection of an important asset that passes through one generation to another, hence the need for its preservation to sustain the nation's dignity. The visit of the National Institute for Culture Orientation, NICO, is to collaborate OSRC TV, Orange 94.5 FM, and Sunshine 96.5 FM Alalaye to further promote local languages and culture. According to NICO Southwest Zonal Coordinator, Mrs. Ruth Oyeneko, the primary mandate of the agency is to promote positive cultural values and harness culture for national development, while stressing that the Southwest Zonal Office of the Institute, which became operational over 14 years ago in Oyo, Ogun, Ekiti, and Osun State, has its headquarters in Akure, the Ondo State capital. She called for the support of media stations to get to the grassroots.
To give our programs adequate publicity pre and post the programs. Slots for interview on any of your cultural programs where NICO will sensitize the people on our mandates and programs. Media coverage of our programs at a subsidized rate. And finally, to also nominate your staff to attend our training school to acquire a postgraduate diploma or diploma certificate in cultural administration.
Reacting, Chairman OSRC Media Group Kunle Adebayo, who frowned at the current status of the nation culture, emphasized that family culture should not be taken with levity even at this time. Represented by Director of Alalaye, Bukola Ogunkwa, the chairman pointed out the efforts of the media group in promoting the cultural value on the media stations, saying Sunshine 96.5 FM Alalaye was established to accommodate only indigenous languages for the benefit of the grassroots.
We have a lot to do because in our station too, we have a lot of programs like Ashai Lewa, our roots. They are all to project our cultural heritage. It means that we need to partner. The way you need us, we need you in some areas. So I know that we'll have a lot to do in common.
National Institute for Cultural Orientation currently has its cultural club in over 30 secondary schools in Ondo State. Omoriola Hungbeji, OSRC News.
All is now set for the takeoff of the 33 newly created local council development areas in Ondo State. The Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Amidu Takuro, disclosed this, having completed his inspection tour of the available facilities across the 33 newly created LCDAs to ensure preparedness for their takeoff. Joy Pius now completes the story.
For over a week now, the Ondo State Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs have been on an assessment tour of the 33 newly created LCDAs in Ondo State to ensure structures are readily in place for smooth takeoff. It is the turn of Osrc local government area to receive the team. The Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Amidu Takuro, were joyfully received at Imoru, headquarters of Oredegbe LCDA, where he stressed that creation of LCDAs is to ensure people at the grassroots enjoy dividends of democracy.
Vision, Mr. Governor, to create this local government is for development, is for progress. Develop, yes, progress. Therefore, Mr. Governor, I want to thank you and the people of your community and the entire Oredegbe community for this complementary effort.
The Olumoru Oba Oluwarotimi Oba Muagun expressed delight and assured of the community's support for the commencement of the LCDA.
My community will be responsible for 50% of the construction of the secretariat of the LCDA. We have the land ready in hectares. So we are ready. God has established it and it will work.
At Idwani, headquarters of Iriakari LCDA, Takuro expressed appreciation of Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu to the people, adding that the community is long overdue for an LCDA. He assured of government's continued commitment to tackle insecurity in the area.
Bringing the local government headquarters to this place also we pay Adirejinla Fugubadegbeyi, Adegba Adura we pay Ireti Ayo àti Ìdùnnú fún development Mr. Governor tí wọ́n ṣe àfojúsùn ẹ̀ tó fi create ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run àmọ̀dé báyìí.
The monarch, Onidogun of Idogun, Oba Moses Bakre, appreciated government for the move and called for the quick completion of their roads.
I'm extraordinarily excited. I thank you, Mr. Governor, for granting us our request. We requested for it, and they give it to us.
The commissioner, having completed his tour of the 33 newly created local council development areas, expressed satisfaction and assured of takeoff in record time. Joy Pius, OSRC News.
What comes to your mind if a trusted person offers you an opportunity to work with an overseas gold company with a juicy pay of around $200 per week with little or no stress? Well, this is among the several tactics used to lure unsuspecting young Nigerians to Burkina Faso, a West African country, and many other nations. While you may think it is greed, man's innate quest for a better life sometimes overshadows the hidden dangers that lie ahead of victims. In this special investigation, Osrc Zaid Aribisala tracks Ondo State victims of human trafficking to Burkina Faso, the experience and uncovered tactics.
On August the 3rd, a social media influencer, its followers and some other users of microblogging platform X raised an alarm over the migration of young Nigerians, particularly from Ondo State to Burkina Faso, another West African country. While the conversation attracted amazement, doubt and skepticism from other users, this reporter then set out to uncover the facts or otherwise of this claim with a view to unraveling the circumstances surrounding this irregular transborder migration. Findings from scraping through social media posts and comments revealed that what appears to be a silent human trafficking scheme is happening, with some users claiming a near experience. Why is this happening? How are young Nigerians falling prey to this scam? What exactly goes on in Burkina Faso when they arrive?
Okay, we should navigate to the right. Alright, we'll get to you soon. Thank you.
After some days, I finally came in contact with a victim who had just returned from his journey to Burkina Faso 4 days before I met him. Shegun, not his real name, who did not want his face revealed, tells me how he closed his business and sold properties to make the journey with dreams of a better life.
My friend was the one who invited me to Burkina Faso, that I should come and work in a gold and a semaphore gold company. So on getting there, he took me to one office. So when we get to the office, he told me that is where I want to conduct my interview. So the interview was conducted. I was thinking at that time that it was still a semaphore gold company. So they collected the total amount of 800,000 naira from me. So after I gave them the money, when we get back home, that was when I started noticing some kind of movement. I'm not really sure this thing is gold company. So I asked him, what's going on? This thing is not gold company, open up. So that was when he let me know that this QNet, that it wasn't semaphore gold company. Like when I'm going, I spend 100,000 naira. Then I get there, I drop 800, making 900,000 naira. I sold my property going to that place. And I'm getting there now, you're telling me it's not a good company. You lied to me, I should come to semaphore gold company to work and I will be receiving $225 every week. So, and I get there now, you are saying different story.
While Shegun spent over 2 months before his escape, another victim, who also did not want his true identity revealed, Daniel, recounts his journey from Akure to Lagos, from where he was transported by road to Bobo de la Sour, a town in Burkina Faso.
I think it started around June. So when I got a call from a very good friend of mine, my childhood friend, and he asked like, what have I been doing? I said he has an offer for me. So there's this gold mining company at Burkina Faso, Semaphore Gold. So after that, I made my findings, went online to check for the gold mining. I saw Semaphore and the mode of operations. After that, so he told me like I will need a sum of 900k or so. So for paperwork and for the traveling cost. So after that, I just had to gather some things, put some things on sale, like gather everything. So I embarked on the journey with the hope of working for Semaphore Gold. I think the journey took me like 3 days. It's not a good company. The name of the company is QNet. So and I was told I would have to bring 2 people. The way that my friend brought me over to Burkina Faso, to bring 2 people, so I'll be liable to make money. Because they said they make money in dollars. Also, I was so furious. Like, why would I bring people from the comfort zone to another man's land? And I said, I'm not cool with this. Can you refund me? He said no. So I was so furious, and I was told if I try to do anyhow, they will kill me and bury me, and no one will know about that.
From clustering in a room to barely having enough to feed, Daniel and Shegun are happy to be back, but feels for those still left behind.
When they notice I'm acting somehow, I don't want to comply with them. The first of all, they lock me in one room, like a store. They cease to give me food for about 3 days. So I was there, no food, nothing. So maybe sometimes they may just give me food once. After that once, no food again. I was there for 3 days, like maybe I was in prison.
Ondo State has a large number of the Yorubas there. I had to run. People like that, they were brought by people they so much trusted. Like family, people that were bonded by blood. So it's very hard for people not to believe them.
It's past 8 p.m. on this fateful day, and I'm coincidentally meeting someone who has almost fallen victim to this human trafficking scam right here in Ondo State. It was being lured to Burkina Faso.
The husband has traveled to Burkina Faso, and he asked that if I would be interested in going there so that I have to go and make cool money. That's, they pay them in dollar. That's the $250 per week. I said, yes, I'm interested now because I have to jump at it because the country scenario is frustrating. So when the guy now called me, because I collected the guy's number, I was calling the guy, but later he now picked. He now said that there is opportunity here that if I have 950,000, I can come over there. They will come and use their boss to come and pick me at Badagry.
Is the Ondo State government aware and worried about this booming trend? Any plans to halt it or succor victims? I inquired from the State Task Force on Human Trafficking, which has been in operation since 2019.
It's not as if it was reported to the task force. No one reported that case to the task force. But as member of the task force and as member of the public, we saw these things on social media. We saw it online. We listened to the voice notes. We saw the video. We saw the write-ups on this. The little we have been able to do, those supports we've been able to get from our partners like the Expertise France, like the UNODC and NALTIP, and some other individual NGOs that have extended their hands of fellowship to the task force. And so these are some of the help or assistance we've gotten from them. So if the Ondo State Task Force has a budget line, then we'll be able to carry out massive sensitization. We're able to go to the hinterlands. We're able to visit the grassroots. We're able to visit local communities and do more.
In 2023 alone, the task force says its partnership with other agencies and organizations has seen no fewer than 45 trafficked victims brought back. I took a closer look into Semafo Gold Company website, formerly a Canadian mining company, before a major takeover in 2020 by Endeavours. For QNet, which is the networking scheme the migrant are set to be initiated into, notification on its website is quite instructive. Beware of fake job offers. Learn about QNet. During this investigation, I discovered an ex-account user whose online engagement tactics is to inform unsuspecting individuals of job offers with a possible migration on the card. Though his online location says he is currently in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, one of my sources confirmed that indeed he is one of those in Libya with the syndicate. But how long will these victims continue to stay in Burkina Faso? How many more will be imprisoned before help, if any, finally arrives? Sahir Arabisala, Osrc News.
As much as you seek greener pasture, please be careful and stay safe. That's it on Sunshine Reports. Many thanks for watching. Good afternoon.